I'm just a broken instrument in the hands of the greatest.
What up, everybody? This is D Mastermind coming to you just in time with another video. And today we're going to be doing our Tampa Bay Rays franchise rebuild. And we got the A's facing off against the Rays in an AL matchup of some two highly coveted teams out of the AL that look to make a deep playoff run again this year. Both of these teams have a great balanced teams with good pitching, good hitting, and good defense. And today we're going to start off with Ryan Thompson on the mound. He's our relief pitcher, but he's going to be in the role of an opener today. Try to get an inning or two out of him before we get to our starting pitcher. And Ryan Thompson, he's an underhanded pitcher. So we're going to look to get some soft contact. He doesn't strike out a lot of guys. But on the first batter to Elvis Andrus, he grounds out softly to the second baseman as he makes an easy play to first base. And that's exactly what you want to see out of Ryan Thompson, our opener. Exactly what you like to see, a tailor-made double play to our second baseman. And here goes the A's lineup. They got Andrews followed up by Jed Lowry. And their power hitters, Olsen and Chapman, batting 3 and 4. Moreland, newly acquired A's this year. And then Liriano, Pinder, Piscotty, and Murphy to round out the lineup. Liriano's going to cover a lot of ground in the outfield. He's a great fielder and can also hit pretty well. And here goes Thompson pitching to the number 2 batter on a 1-1 count. And he gets him to fly out softly to center field as Kevin Kiermaier camps under that one. And that's going to be 2 gone in the first inning. Thompson's making easy work so far. Next up, we got Matt Olson, the power hitter. He already has 6 home runs on the year with the 828 OPS, so he's off to a great start to the year. And Thompson comes in on a 1-1 pitch, And Thompson tries to beat the shift, but he's not able to on that one as he grounds out to the third baseman to end the inning. And that's going to end off the first. Still a 0-0 score. They didn't get any hits that inning. The Rays coming up next. Hopefully they can do some damage. This is going to be a tough battle and a tough series against the Oakland A's. And here goes Mike Fears on the mound. He has 4 starts, 2-2 record. He's been smacked around quite a bit with a 9.56 ERA. Hopefully the Rays can take advantage and do the same thing. This is the pitcher that broke open the the Astros cheating scandal. He was the one that kind of, I guess you could say, blew the whistle, which I'm glad he did, as what the Astros were doing was, in my opinion, really, really bad for the game of baseball, and a lot of people would agree. I know there's certain cheating that goes on, kind of not talked about, but what the Astros were doing was a little bit over the top. But the Rays get a walk on their first batter, and next up is Randy Rosarina, last year's rookie phenom during the playoffs. And he grounds out to Matt Olson. Oh, he airmails that into the outfield as both runners are going to advance to second and third with no outs to start the game off. And that's a really, really out of character error by Matt Olson, who's one of the best fielding first basemen. He has multiple gold gloves. G-Man Choi up next with runners on second and third on a 1-1 count. And he punches that little slider to left field, but he's able to get under it. So the runner's not even able to tag up on that one. It was too shallow. Rays lineup, we have Meadows followed up by Rosarina, G-Man Choi, Margot. Brandon Lau batting 5th today. He's been one of the most productive, consistent hitters at 278. Wendell, Mejia, Kiermaier, and the rookie that's off to a hot start, Taylor Walls. Manuel Margot on a full count. Runners on second and third. Let's see if we can get some runs here. And he draws the walk on a high fastball way outside the zone. He didn't even flinch at that one. So now the bases are going to be juiced for Brandon Lau coming up next with a 278 on base batting average. And let's see what he gets from Mike Fears here. He's a great fastball hitter. And he gets that pitch. He drives it to deep left. And it's going to go to the warning track and die down there. But they're going to definitely get that run in on a tag up. That's a great piece of hitting there. He was on top of that. It just died at the warning track. He hit that perfectly. Next up on a 2-2 count to Joey Wendell. Looking to see if he can get another run in this inning. And he gets jammed up on that curveball inside on his hands. And that's going to end the first inning. But the Rays were able to get across the run on a sacrifice fly from Brandon Lau. So the Rays are up 1-0. as they were able to capitalize on that Matt Olson error, who's usually a sure-handed first baseman. And now the Rays are going to come in with their starting pitcher for the day, which is Josh Fleming. He has a good record, 3-1, off to a great start, 2.59 ERA, a 17-2 strikeout ratio. And now, with runners on first and second, only one out, Chad Pinder up for the A's. He punches that past the third baseman, and the A's are not going to send the runner home, so the bases are going to be juiced for them now. So back-to-back half innings with the bases juiced, once for the Rays and once for the A's now. Let's see if they're able to get out of this inning, though. As he grounds out softly to the second baseman, but that's definitely going to get a run home. And he makes a boneheaded mistake by trying to go home with the throw. And now everybody's safe. That's going to be an error on the second baseman. Bases still juiced. Sean Murphy, the catcher, up for the A's on a 1-2 count. And they ground that out to the second baseman again. And it's a tailor-made double play. And he gets him by about 5 steps at first base to end the inning to keep the game tied up 1-1. So Josh Fleming actually does a good job to get out of that one, out of that nice jam that he put himself into. What the 4-5-3 double play. Austin Meadows up. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the second inning with 1 out. Definitely want to make sure we avoid a double play ball here. And Austin Meadows hits it deep. A no doubt shot on a hanging changeup. That's the power bat that you see from Meadows day in and day out as he smacks that home run to right field seats. 112 miles per hour off the bat. Let's go, baby. Austin Meadows. As you see the fans out there showing some excitement, showing some love for the Tampa Bay Rays. As Meadows brings in Mejia and Taylor Walls right there with a 3-run shot. Look at that beautiful replay. Look at that launch angle off the bat. And the beautiful bat flip and the little bunny hop. And he rounds first base slowly. Hit that 112 miles per hour off the bat. Launch angle was 29 degrees. And he hit that about 450 feet. That was not a cheapie. Jim-Man Choi up. And he strikes out there. So Mike Fiers does not allow anything else this inning. But he did allow that 3-run bomb, as you can see right here, to Austin Meadows. And that's that power bat we're looking for. We put him in the leadoff spot today, and he took advantage. Runners on first and second, nobody out. And Josh Fleming walks him to load the bases in the top of the 4th inning. And this is going to be the second time this game already that the A's have the bases juiced. And he gets him to fly out lazy to Kevin Kiermaier in center field, who has a great arm, and he takes the throw home. He camped underneath it, and he slides just underneath the tag. So the A's get a run back to make the score 4-2. And there's still runners on first and second. And they have the tying run at first base and the go-ahead run coming to the plate in Piscotty. 2-2 count. And he hits that to the shortstop for an easy double play, it looks like. And he double clutches it. Oh, but he still got him at first. As they almost messed that one up with a double clutch on the double play turn by the second baseman. Whew. Luckily, he was able to still beat him out at first base as he wasn't that fast. Peter Fairbanks coming in now. He's pitched 6 innings already. He's been smacked around quite a bit with an 8.53 ERA. He hasn't been able to get a lot of guys out as right-handers and left-handers are both batting 400 on the year against him. But he has a runner out and a 1-1 count already to Matt Chapman. And Matt Chapman smokes that one. And the center fielder is not even going to give it a courtesy run as he smashes that ball deep, deep to left center field. My goodness. As the Rays get another run back here. As Peter Fairbanks continues to have a rough start to the year. And the A's are 1 run closer to tying this game up. That was a no-doubt shot. Chad Pinder up now on a 1-2 count with the runner at second base and scoring position to tie the game up. And he grounds out softly to the third baseman. And I don't know what the third baseman was doing there trying to get the tag when he could have just thrown the first base. But he still gets him out. And that was a beautiful swing from Chapman as he pitched that right over the heart of the plate and he scorches that to left center field. But the Rays are still up 4-3. Austin Meadows up next. Runners on first and second. Can he do it again with another 3-run shot? Can he? And it goes deep to the warning track. Oh, and he does not get enough on that one to punch that out. As the A's get out of the inning, Meadows continues to hit the ball really well, but that one stayed in the park this time as the score stays 4-3. Jeffrey Springs in now, going against Matt Chapman, trying to limit him as he's been scorching the ball, and he hits that on the screws, and that gets past the right fielder as that bounces against the wall for an easy double for Matt Chapman. Man. Oh, and he's stretching it to 3 as they have a slow relay. And Matt Chapman continues to be a thorn in the Rays' side as he's already had a homer on the day and a triple. And the A's have a runner at third base, threatening to tie this game. Runner still on third. Ramon Laureano up. Mitch Moreland up. And he punches that softly, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder as the game is now tied up 4-4 as Mitch Moreland fights that off his hands. It was a pretty good pitch, but he was able to just punch that right in front of the left fielder. You can see it jammed him up quite a bit, but he was strong enough to just get that to drop in. Diego Castillo in the game now. He's pitched in 9 games, has a 1-1 record. He has a 2.6 ERA. He hasn't been striking out a lot of batters, but he's been able to limit them to soft contact so far this year. Now runners on first and second at the top of the 8th. Seth Brown up. Can Castillo get him out? And he's able to get him to fly out to center field to end the inning as Kiermaier camps under that one for an easy out. And this game is going to be tied at 4-4 going into the last innings of a very competitive back and forth ball game between the A's and the Rays. But the Rays would really like to pull off this victory. Matt Chapman up now. Renner at second. Are they able to finally get him out? And they are not, as he grounds that right up the middle for a single. And the runner's going to come home from third. Kiermaier has a strong arm. And the throw went up the first base side of the line as he's not able to get him out. And the A's take a 5-4 lead. They've come back from a 4-1 deficit. And this is the type of A's team that you see pretty often. Mark Hanna up next. With the runner still on first base, 1-2 count. Diego Castillo gets him on a slider for a double play to end the inning. But the A's have already taken the 1-run lead in the 10th inning, as Matt Chapman is just destroying the Rays, as he almost hit for the cycle already as a home run, a triple, and a single.
Your attention, please.
But the A's are going to bring in their closer right now, and Trevor Rosenthal, who's 3 for 3 in save opportunities and has a 0 ERA. So the Rays have their work cut out for him. Let's see what they can do. Runner on second base. Brandon Lau up. 2-2 count. 2 outs. This is the last strike. And Lau fouls it back as he fought off a fastball up in the zone. Still a 2-2 count as the Rays are on their last life here. And Trevor Rosenthal comes in. Brandon Lau hits that one. Deep. Get out of here, baseball. Get out. Let's go, Rays. Let's go, Rays. Brandon Lau hit a 2-run walk-off home run as he squeezes that in, as it almost got foul. And he pumps his arm round at second base. The home team is waiting for him at home plate. He has his arms up. He's jumping for joy. The number 8 throws his helmet. Let's go, Rays. Walk-off home run against the Oakland A's to take the win. What a great game. What a back and forth game. That fastball got in on his hand, but he was strong enough to fight it off for a home run, walk-off home run. Let's go, baby. Look at that ball soar through the dome as it squeaks in just inside that foul line. Whoo! What a good game. Brandon Lau has been our most consistent hitter, so it doesn't surprise me at all as the Rays take that win 6-5, and the Oakland A's had 12 hits compared to the Rays 7, but the errors that the A's had came back to hunt them, as well as clutch hitting by the Tampa Bay Rays. And look at that beautiful swing by Austin Meadows. So the lefties get it done for us today. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, I'm just a broken instrument in the hands of the greatest.